Yeah, I mean, you guys had all but one player contribute with at least 4 points. I mean, no one was putting up, huge numbers, but it was a lot of people contributing. I guess for either of you, I guess was that kind of the game plan coming into today?
I think so. I think our MO is just not allowing people to scout one person or us to have just one person that we can go to. It's a team effort. I think that coach put a lot of emphasis on that this week to share the ball, get open shots, but get the easy shot, not hero ball, but let everybody get a touch and everybody get a feel for it.
Exactly. Just defending, that was really, all that we did, 2 days ago in practice was just defend. So when we came out to here, so we came out on the court, obviously we executed today on the defensive end.
Brian, go ahead. I guess Asian Aid, 20 turnovers from y'all offensively. What did Coach Sam say about that, if anything? Was he upset about that?
We might not have any legs tomorrow.
It's not funny. I'm joking.
What's your assessment of the offense so far, 11 games in or whatever, for y'all?
Just get after it on defense and push the ball. Get something easy. Obviously, we have a few plays, but if we could get in transition and get something easy, that's our best option.
Asian A, Purcell said that you could be a starter on this team, but the role you play off the bench is so important. I think we saw that again tonight. Was that a tough role to accept? It seems like you're thriving in it still.
No, I mean, I want to win. Especially when I came out, I said I'll do whatever it takes to win. I don't have to score the ball. I could rebound. I'll be that person to just dish out assists. Assists. Sorry, I can't even talk tonight. But yeah. So coming up the bench, bringing that spark, obviously sets a team up for success.
Yeah.
I guess what's kind of the emphasis for you guys? A couple tough games coming up, and then SEC play gets going. What's kind of the focus, going into these last 2 games of non-conference play?
I think for us, it's just knowing that it's 0-0. We have had a great, not postseason, but first couple 9-10 games, but we know that it's 0-0. SEC, we're going to get a game every game. So just trying to prepare, make sure we over-prepare if anything, and we're just ready to play, ready to see how it goes, honestly.
Super excited.
Got time for maybe 2 more?
Alana, you were playing with the wrapped wrist. How's it feeling after sitting out a game or 2?
Actually, right now it feels pretty good. I have a custom brace on there that's pretty solid, pretty hard. So it's keeping me protected, but I'm in treatment. I'm doing everything I can to get back full go. So I'm taking it day by day.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
I will kick things off with a quick opening statement from Coach.
Well, first and foremost, happy holidays. That was a fun game, any game you can win, but it was more than just the win. It was the spirit, obviously, with Christmas around the corner. I appreciate marketing, and again, our fan base is one of the best in the country. To challenge them to go to Walmart or Dollar General or online to find your favorite Christmas holiday, but most importantly, not only buy it, but wear it to the game. It was great to hear the jingles. People were yelling at me before the game, "Coach, check out my outfit." So that's why I tell everybody it's more than just basketball at times. It's fun that we can play hard and entertain for others, but also have a little holiday joy like we did today. So excited for the win. The defensive effort, unbelievable again. I love my team. But like I keep saying, I promise you we're working on layups and free throws. It's only a matter of time before they fall in, and let's make sure that falls in next week because we got 2 big ones ahead of us.
You mentioned the Christmas outfits today, obviously for you, the Hawaiian shirt, I guess.
Yeah.
The backstory behind that, where the idea came from, and why you do that today?
Yeah, so obviously still sad, like everybody else, for Mike Leach. I'm not going to be here next week for the awesome memorial service we're going to have here at the Hump because we'll be down in Tampa. So I was at Walmart, and I said, well, why am I trying to get a sweater when I just wanted to give a little love? Just one more, Mike, just like everybody else. We love you. And I'll never forget when I took this job, we went on the Bulldog tour down in Biloxi. And we were questions left and right. And one of the questions was about my past. And I told the audience that I worked at the Gap, that I love clothes. And I'll never forget, Leach was like, I do too, my fashion buddy. And those who know us, that's Leach. That's who that guy was. So I told him I actually love his fashion too, with the Hawaiian shirts. I just didn't have the cargo shorts tonight, but hopefully he's looking up from above, and he was proud. But I think like anybody, what a great man, and that was just my 2 cents to throw a little love for a guy that we're truly going to miss.
You mentioned the defense, and it's been pretty consistent. Offense had 20 turnovers. You talked about the missed layups. I mean, what's your assessment of where y'all are offensively right now?
Well, I mean, I'd love to have 100 every night. Here's the thing for me. If you score 70 like we did at Louisville, you're probably going to win 85% of your games the way we play defense. You got a chance night in and night out. So to score 70 points is great, but the amount of possessions that we had and how fast they played, we got to clean some things up. Right now, I could have ran a lot more sets, so I need our fan base to understand we're okay. I did this on purpose. Some of the numbers that were out tonight was because of the way I wanted to play. I want to play fast. I want to get the ball out quicker. I'll get it under control when we need to, but how fast can we play? And then most importantly, I want to play a lot of bodies. We're out of school. Every one of my young women are working hard. So if I could turn up the tempo and get after it, they need a breather, which allows the next person to come in. And I thought we accomplished that tonight, and we'll keep getting better here moving forward.
You mentioned, playing a lot of players. I mean, all but one player had at least 4 points. You didn't necessarily have one player who lit up the score sheet, I guess. Well, what'd you think of the balance, scoring attack today?
I loved it. Because, again, that's what I'm trying to help them understand. There's sets that I've got that we haven't shown yet that when I need to get a shot for somebody, we'll call. But right now, can we play together? Can we make the right read? They pressed us tonight, which I love. So sometimes it wasn't about a call and a play. It was about converting on the other end. 13 assists to 20 turnovers, that number doesn't look good on paper, but when you don't make shots and finish layups, we could have had a lot more assists. Again, I'm proud of them, and we'll get back in the gym and work on these shots.
Your players were just here talking about how defense was the main kind of focus this week in practice. How would you evaluate that, 16-point first half that you held them to, and then the rest of the game?
Excited, Coach. I'm very excited. There were some things I did we haven't done all year. This was a game that was going to allow that. I gambled a lot more. I wanted some, running jumps because there's going to be games that we come to the end where if we're down, I've got to get after it. We haven't trapped ball screens all year, and we did that. So I can watch film and show them those things. So if those moments arise again, hopefully we can learn from this game and the rotations we need in order to get a win down the line.
You talked on Sunday, trying to get into the mentality to get into these SEC games and really go after it. How do you feel after these 2 games, your last games of the hump before SEC play starts?
I'm excited. We're in a good spot. The team vibe is great. The energy's good. The only thing I'm trying to still point to these young women is when shots don't go in, don't allow it to carry over on the next possession. Or maybe a free throw. I thought Florida A&M plays hard. I told them before the game they played at Michigan State. They played at Florida. So I watched both of those games, and I said, y'all, they don't quit. They get after it. And when you go to the hole, they're not just going to give you an easy layup. I mean, for us to get to the free throw line 32 times was awesome. But when those hard fouls occur, we got to be able to shake that off and know we didn't make the layup, but then step up and make 2 free throws. Or else teams are going to keep hard fouling us all year.
You talk about SEC play, but these next 2 games you guys got on neutral court. I guess how important is it to close out non-con, on a good note and get those wins for your resume moving forward?
Yeah, it's everything. That's what I've told them, and I kind of mentioned in my post game there after the game. I've got a special group because they're from all over the country. They're all over from the world if you include Charlie. So as much as there's no doubt there's excitement to get back home and see family because they've made a commitment to come here to Starkville and been away from loved ones. We got to finish what we've started. So there's no doubt we got some fun things excited because also as a student athlete, I'm so proud of what they've done in the classroom and the hard work they've done. They've been kicking butt here in practice, so let's go down with some warm weather. Let's go down there with a focus. When it's basketball, but let's keep building our team chemistry, and let's see if we can't come out 2-0 this week.
Is Sammy St. Nick someone you've been for like a while? It's like an old character. How much do you know the holidays?
I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to find out a lot from our fan base real quick. Because when I got here, I love clothes. They said, Sammy St. Nick, don't wear the bow tie. We love you, but don't do it. And I listened. And we'll find out tonight if I can wear my Christmas hat again, all right, next year. But hopefully they're like me. And again, I'm going to reference Mike. Life's too short. You know, if we can work hard and love life, but also have a little fun while I do it, why not? And that's what I try to pour into my young women, and hopefully we got accomplished tonight with respect, because I never want to be disrespectful. Obviously, I don't wear the hat till after post-game with the lights. But again, I'm just happy to see my kids smiling and the joy not only for them, but the fans in the stands tonight.
Anything else for post-game? If not, we'll go have to do a couple questions for Tampa and use this as a little bit of a preview.
Yeah.
I guess, how much of an opportunity have you had to look at the opponents you guys coming up, and what do you see on film from them?
Yeah, so I had a lot of time this week. We got a work cut out. Both are obviously great mid-major programs with great history, first and foremost in Old Dominion. They play hard, well coached by a really good coach. They're going to have a game plan. They're not just going to let us play the way we've been playing. And the same for New Mexico. He's a good friend of mine. Been fortunate. He went to Arizona, and it was, I think it's like a 5-point game late in the second quarter. Arizona's a top 25 team. So anytime you're on a neutral site, we've got to bring our own juice and our own energy and find a way one game at a time to get a win. We start off with Old Dominion. Then we'll have 1 day prep, and then we'll play the following day. So let's see if we can't come out and give our best punch.
With that being the last couple of games before conference play, what are you looking for in those 2 ball games to see from your team to kind of prime you for what's coming in a couple weeks?
Yeah, well, one, we got to, even though I set the tone with how I allowed them to play today, we got to get back to making sure we're sharp with the ball, making sure like tonight, who has the hot hand, and get back to that winning basketball. Asian A, 5 for 5. If that's a situation where she's hot next game, when we're down there, can you get her 3 more? Can she go 8 for 8? But if it's not her night, can you make the recognition for whose night it is? As much as I love sharing the ball, we also got to know who's scoring and where. So I'm looking for that. And then obviously turnovers. We're going to watch the film. There's some things I'm trying to get faster in transition that we still don't get. So can we watch this film one more time and correct that? If we don't, it's going to be for a long night. And I don't think they want to lose, so hopefully we correct it.
Anything else, Coach? All right, thanks, everybody.
Appreciate y'all.